Hi, Andy and Zoe here from the Mariposa Trust. 2023 marks the 10th birthday of the charity, and what a 10 years they've been. Most of you probably know the charity by the name of its primary support division, Saying Goodbye, but you may not know we actually have 6 divisions offering a wide range of support, services, campaigning, equipping and more.
And every week, over 50,000 people access support through the charity via its online platforms, befrienders, social media, events and more. People from the UK and globally.
Now, the charity has held over 200 cathedral services and online services, and these have been accessed by people from across the UK, but also from the US, Australia, Canada, South Africa, Hong Kong and further afield.
And since 2015, the charity has campaigned and fought to introduce a new certificate of loss. And the government has recently announced that it will be launched, allowing an estimated 250,000 families who have experienced a pre-24-week baby loss each year to finally get official recognition that their baby existed. It's also hoped that it will be able to be backdated for people who have suffered a loss in the past, which is amazing news.
Yeah. We've also provided hundreds of thousands of leaflets and resources for free to NHS trusts the length and breadth of the UK, and the charity has done so much more.
Now, all of this has been made possible by people like you. The charity doesn't receive government grants to support its work, so everything it accomplishes is because of people or companies taking on fundraising events, challenges and projects, or people donating to support our work. Work that is vital to hundreds of thousands of people every year.
So we want to say a massive thank you. And as we celebrate our 10th birthday year, we want the charity's work to impact even more lives and make an even bigger difference. We hear from literally tens of thousands of you who tell us how the charity changed your life and your family's lives. And we're asking you to help us make a difference going forward. So today we're officially launching some major fundraising projects, and we wanted to tell you all about them.
Now, the first is Race for Love, 10K in May. And we're calling people across the UK and worldwide to run, cycle, swim, row, or even crawl 10K in May. Some of you may even decide you can do 10K a day in May. Now, you may choose to do it alone or with a group of friends, colleagues, or as part of a team, or perhaps your whole family want to take part together. The choice is yours. All we ask is that you try and raise as much sponsorship as possible.
Now, to make it easy, we've secured places at 3 10K races in May in case you want to participate in an official race. We have the Great Birmingham 10K on the 7th of May, the Great Manchester 10K on the 21st of May, and the Edinburgh Marathon Festival 10K on the 27th of May.
And you can apply for one of these places and they'll be distributed via a ballot system. But another option is to find a local race to you. There are hundreds to choose from. Just book a place yourself and then fundraise for the Mariposa Trust.
Another option is you could decide to take part in the new 10K virtual race that we're launching. You can do this in your own garden or in your own local area.
Some of you know that doing a 10K in May is just too much. So we're also launching the Race for Love 10K Summer Challenge. In the same way, we just want people to run, cycle, swim or find another way to cover 10K, but do it over the course of the summer. So find yourself a local race or do a 10K virtual challenge with us.
Now, we also have places at some of the most prestigious half marathon and 10-mile events this year, and we're looking for people to apply to run in the incredible Great North Run, the Royal Parks Half Marathon and the Great South 10 Mile.
So if you want to participate in any of these or would like more information, you can visit the Race for Love page or email the team, and here are all the details.
Now, for those of you who are unable to take part in a sporting challenge or just don't want to wear Lycra,
I don't want to wear Lycra.
Okay. We're launching the Big Birthday Challenge. We're looking for people to take on a fundraising challenge, whether that be on your own or as part of a team. You could arrange a bake sale or a tea party. You could do a skydive as part of Jump for Love or arrange a fun day. We want people to think big and raise as much as possible for the charity.
Now, finally, we want to tell you about our last two campaigns. We know that times are difficult for many people at the moment, but we'd love to see if in our 10th year we could find 10,000 people to give £10. Now, for some of you, £10 is the price of 3 drinks at Starbucks, while £10 is a significant donation for others. For some, giving £10 is the most you can do, whilst for some of you, you have the ability to sign up to donate £10 each month, or perhaps you could give more. Whatever you can give, we want to say thank you, because every penny raised helps the charity continue its vital work.
Now, the last appeal is the Hero Challenge, and we're looking for 100 individuals or families or teams to take on a challenge to raise 10k over 12 months. Are you prepared to do something really big? Here's how you can find out more.
The reach of the charity is global, and so we're asking you, wherever you are, to help the charity grow and help even more people who have experienced the tragedy of baby loss. You can find out more by going to the Saying Goodbye website and clicking on the fundraising page. Here are the details.
So thank you. From all of us at the charity, thank you for supporting us, which allows us to support so many other people.
Together we're stronger, and we look forward to hearing from you. Welcome to everyone joining us this evening for our first Saying Goodbye online service of 2023. Whether you're one of the tens of thousands who join with us from the UK or from another part of the world, I hope you find solace and peace in the poems, songs and other elements of tonight's service. If you're watching from another country or this country, drop us a message or write a message in the chat facility. The cathedral services will begin on the 4th of March, the day after the charity's 10th birthday, and we hope to have around 22 in the UK. The services, which are just one of the ways that we support people, provide a wonderful opportunity to physically join together to remember every baby that has gone too soon. So please try to attend one of the services this year. Here are the details if you want to find out more information. In addition, we have online services coming up throughout the year, so please continue to take part in these virtual gatherings. So what do you need to join in this evening? Just a candle and a lighter, as during this event we'll be lighting a candle as an act of remembrance. Keep using the chat facility on this live stream and add in messages on Facebook and YouTube. Add your baby's names, write any message you long to say to your precious child. This is a beautiful part of this gathering, that others can see your comments and remember your little ones with you. If you need any emotional support, please email the team at support@sayinggoodbye.org. Our team are working 24/7, so don't suffer in silence. So what do you need to join in this evening? Just a candle and a lighter, as during this event we'll be lighting a candle as an act of remembrance. Don't forget to use the chat facility on this live stream and add in messages on Facebook and YouTube. Add your baby's names and write any message you long to say to your precious child. This is a beautiful part of this gathering, that others can see your comments and remember your little ones with you. If you need any emotional support, Head to the website where you can access a befriender or email the team at support@sayinggoodbye.org. We work 24/7, so don't suffer in silence. So let us formally start this evening's event. We've been able to record some of tonight's songs at cathedrals around the UK, and we hope you'll find beauty and healing in the songs and poems. So let me hand over firstly to Emma V, who will be joining us from Chelmsford Cathedral.
You'll remember me when the west wind moves among the fields of barley. You can tell the sun in his jealous sky when we walked in fields of gold. So she took her love for to gaze a while among the fields of barley. In his arms she fell as her head came down among the fields of gold. Will you stay with me? Will you be my love among the fields of barley? You can tell the sun in his jealous sky when we walked in fields of gold. I never made promises lightly, and there have been some that I've broken. I swear in the day still led, we were walking fields of gold. We were walking fields of gold. Many years have passed since those summer days among the fields of barley. See the children run as the sun goes down, as you lie in fields of gold. You'll remember me when the west wind moves among the fields of barley. You can tell the sun in his jealous sky when we walked in fields of gold. When we walked in fields of gold. When we walked in fields of gold.
Thank you so much, Emma V. That was so moving. Now, I want to add in there, if you enjoyed that song, please do try to get along to one of the Saying Goodbye services around the country. As being physically present in the cathedrals together, hearing stunning music like that is such a powerful experience, and I'd love for you to encounter it firsthand. Now let me introduce our first poem of the evening, and it'll be read by Siobhan.
There is always one defining moment. The moment you're born, the moment you see a breathtaking sunrise, the moment you realise you've met the person you will spend your life with, the moment you see the lines on a pregnancy test, the moment your child is born. But what if that moment never comes? What if before that moment life ends? What if before a name is given or a breath taken, life stops? What if your hopes and dreams crumble before your eyes? What then? Should we not remember? Should we not celebrate that life, however long they were here? Should we not grieve for that life that was so precious? We believe We should shout to the world about the ones that ran ahead. We should stand with others and declare our babies matter. We should remember them with every fibre of our beings, because they're a part of us just as much as we are a part of them. And so today, we celebrate together their defining moments, that they will be cherished forever, that they were loved beyond measure, that every second of their life counted, and we promise they will never be forgotten.
Thank you, Siobhan. Now it's time for our second song for the evening, and we're going to hear from Millie, who will be joining us from Edinburgh. Over to you, Millie.
Pray God you can cope. I'll stand outside this woman's work, this woman's world. Ooh, it's hard on the man. Now his party's over. Now starts the craft of the father. I know you have a little life in you, yeah. I know you have a lot of strength left. I know you have a little life in you, yeah. I know you have a lot of strength left. I should be crying, but I just can't let it show. I should be hoping, but I can't stop thinking all of the things I should have said that I never said. All of the things I should have done, though I never did. All the things I should have given, but I didn't. Oh, darling, make it go, make it go. I should be crying, but I just can't let it show. I should be hoping, but I can't stop thinking. All of the things I should have said that I never said. All of the things I should have done, though I never did. All the things that you wanted for me. All the things that you needed from me. All the things I should have given, but I didn't. Oh, darling, make it go. Just make it go away now.
Thank you, Millie. And now another poem, read to us by Grace.
A gift I'll always adore. When you asked me if I was okay, and I answered, of course, I'm fine. The truth was, my life had hit rock bottom, but I did not want to show a sign. My child, hidden from the world, had died before I had even said hi. I was angry, upset, confused and more, and longed to know the reason why. The 12-week rule had made me think that my news should not be told. So I wept endless tears in my room at night, feeling friends and family should not be involved. but the isolation of my secret grief just emphasised my loneliness. And the personal pain and loss I felt brought such consuming emptiness. But then I read an online post about how my life could be, and that my baby mattered so much to others and not just me. I finally opened up and shared what I was going through, and suddenly found I was not alone. So many others had gone through it too. They understood, they knew the feelings, the pain that made it hard to breathe. Little by little, sparks of hope emerged, and I started to believe that I could actually get through this. I could come out of darkness into light, that grief did not have to weigh me down, that my future could be bright. So here I stand, still me, eternally different. Grief changed me to the core. But my baby will always be remembered, forever missed, and a gift I'll cherish forevermore.
Thank you, Grace. And now let's have another song. We're going to hear from our friend, chart-topping artist Jen Bostic, who was able to record her #1 hit, Jealous of the Angels, for us from her home in Nashville. Over to you, Jen.
To be able to sing this for you tonight for saying goodbye online. I didn't know today would be our last, or that I'd have to say goodbye to you so fast. I'm so numb, I can't feel anymore. Praying you just walk back through that door and tell me that I was only dreaming. You're not really gone as long as I believe. There will be another angel around the throne tonight. Your love lives on inside of me, and I will hold on tight. It's not my place to question, only God knows why. I'm just jealous of the angels around the throne tonight. You always made my troubles feel so small. You were always there to catch me when I'd fall. In a world where heroes come and go, well, God just took the only one I know. So I'll hold you as close as I can, longing for the day when I see your face again. But until then, God must need another angel around the throne tonight. Your love lives on inside of me, and I will hold on tight. It's not my place to question, only God knows why. I'm just jealous of the angels around the throne tonight, singing hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. I'm just jealous of the angels around the throne tonight.
Thank you so much, that was beautiful. And now I'd love to lead us in our physical act of remembrance, lighting a candle. So if you have one, get ready to light it with us. Accompanying us will be Matt singing a song based on some of my quotes written by myself, Matt and Andy. As you gaze upon that flickering light, may each one of you know that you're not alone and that your baby truly matters. During this time, please continue to write in your baby's name and comments into the messages, anything you long to say to the precious children you've lost. This is a time where we can collectively remember, honour and acknowledge those little ones that run on ahead.
I used to think the goal was to be whole. No pain, no scars, nothing wrong. But a life that's worth living will hurt and leave us all. It's meant to leave the deepest small. Don't fear the grief is truly holy. The pain feels endless when your heart's on the line. All the stars lit at my feet when your heart ceased to beat. All of creation breathed with me. And it's hard to keep going when the earth has stopped spinning. All the creation breathed with me. I used to think I'd run to the greener place, relief, no heart, free of pain. But the grass is really greener here, 'cause it's water with these tears. A life worth living leaves a scar. Don't fear the grief is truly holy. The pain feels endless when your heart's on the line. All the stars lit at my feet when your heart ceased to beat. All the creation breathed with me. And it's hard to keep going when the earth has stopped spinning. All the creation breathed with me. Yes, even creation breathed with me. Some days the earth will collide with the moon. Feels like the sun will lose its light. Gravity changes and it's like you leave the ground to search for the star that once were bright. Search for the star I once held tight. And all the stars lit at my feet when your heart ceased to beat. All the creation agreed with me. And it's hard to keep going when the earth has stopped spinning. All the creation agreed with me. Yes, even creation agreed with me.
Thank you, Matt. Now we're going to watch one of our Saying Goodbye films, which speaks of the impact of baby loss and the importance of remembering each little one that has gone on ahead.
The bottom fell out of my world. It was just, I couldn't comprehend what they were telling me.
Because I felt like I was drowning, and I felt like I couldn't find the words and I didn't know how to recover.
I felt so helpless. The future we had planned was slipping away, and there was nothing I could do about it.
It was just a blur. I just couldn't take in that I'd be having my baby and that I wouldn't be taking my baby home. I couldn't understand.
I cried a lot. I screamed, and I remember screaming in the nights after, because you just want your baby, and the anguish that you can't hold your child. Even at 12 weeks, she was still my baby.
Why this had happened, this wasn't in our plans. We'd already started buying things for our baby and planning for the future.
We didn't ever talk about it, and the way of me handling it was very much, let's almost pretend it didn't happen to us.
I remember just really racking my brain as to what was it that I have done that has caused this.
I felt as though there was nobody else in the world, even those closest to me, that could possibly understand my pain at that time.
So because you haven't told anybody and then you lose, it's just the most bizarre thing. It's like, well, what do I do now? Because I can't tell anybody that I've lost a baby that they didn't even know I was having.
I was just lost in grief and I didn't know how to move on with life.
I did spend a lot of time feeling very guilty, feeling like it was my fault, feeling like I was causing it and that I needed to rectify it.
Every morning I'd wake up and remember that it wasn't a nightmare, that it really did happen, and I'd cry. And this went on for days, weeks, in fact, and I wondered if I would ever stop crying.
Saying goodbye made me feel as though it was okay to grieve. It was okay for me to acknowledge the pain I was in because of our baby we'd lost.
I needed to find peace with losing my baby, and that's what saying goodbye helped me do.
We didn't know what hope would look like for us, but saying goodbye started walking with us down that path.
I felt I could share with others how I was feeling and that they just got it. The relief of knowing that the sound of my heart breaking was okay, that I was normal and that I wasn't alone was immense.
When I found Saying Goodbye, it was incredible. The support was amazing and they were available 24/7, understanding, reassuring, encouraging, telling me that how I was feeling was normal and was acceptable. It was okay to cry or to want to talk about my babies and what had happened.
I needed to say goodbye to that biological process of trying, and I needed to get myself in a different place. And it was around about that point that I first came across a Saying Goodbye service.
Yeah. We've never cried like we cried at that service about our baby. And I've never felt so relieved to grieve as I have after that service.
The thing that really, really moved me was the opportunity to ring a bell. And that was the first time that my children had had a voice. There was a noise, they existed. And I could hear that. Not only could I feel them and hear them, the other people that sat there heard that too.
Absolutely.
It was a very odd moment because it was very emotional, but at the same time it was joyful because I was actually, for once, able to celebrate the fact that they existed.
At either side of us who knew exactly what we were going through, who were experiencing the same pain.
Part of this as well, saying goodbye, is to break that taboo, to not hold it like it's a dirty secret, not to hold or feel ashamed of that, but to be honouring of that life, because that life did exist.
And they made my baby feel important. It wasn't just a miscarriage, or it wasn't just one of those things that happen that you don't talk about. It was everything that me and my husband needed at that point, and I'm so thankful to them.
Saying goodbye has helped us more than we could ever have imagined.
What it will always be about is those people who are in that pain that we were in, where there is no light at the end of the tunnel and you don't know where to go for support, and it's your darkest hour. It's when you're sobbing on the bathroom floor and you don't know how you're going to get up. That's what this organisation is about.
And now, another poem. Over to you, Andy.
There are so many things I will never know, things a baby scan just can't show. Would you have had blue eyes, brown eyes or green? These things as your parent I should have seen. Straight hair or curly, dark hair or fair, not knowing these things is so hard to bear. The unknown, the missing, the words left unsaid, shattered hopes and dreams going around in my head. Whatever you would have been, whoever you'd become, you'd have always been my perfect, my sweet little one. In my heart and my mind you will always stay, will forever be joined through our shared DNA.
Thank you so much. Let's start to draw this beautiful gathering to a close by hearing a final song for the evening. We're going to head to Derby Cathedral, where Abby will be singing for us, accompanied by Chris.
When life has cut too deep and left you hurting, the future you had hoped for is now burning, and the dreams you held so tight lost their meaning, and you don't know if you'll ever find the healing. You're gonna make it, you're gonna make it, and the night can only last for so long. Whatever you're facing, if your heart is breaking, there's a promise for the ones who just hold on. Lift up your eyes and see the sun is rising. The sun is rising. Oh. Every high and every low you're gonna go through. You don't have to be afraid, I am with you. In the moments you're so weak, you feel like stopping. Let the hope you have light the road you're walking. You're gonna make it, you're gonna make it. Yes, the night can only last for so long. Whatever you're facing, if your heart is breaking, there's a promise for the ones who just hold on. Lift up your eyes and see the sun is rising. Even when you can't imagine how you're ever gonna find your way out. Even when you're drowning in your doubt, just look beyond the clouds. Just look beyond the clouds. Even when you can't imagine how you're ever gonna find your way out. Even when you're drowning in your doubt, just look beyond the clouds. Even when you can't imagine how you're ever gonna find your way out. Even when you're drowning in your doubt, just look beyond the clouds. Just look beyond the clouds.
Thank you, Abby. That was breathtaking. Let's conclude this evening with this reading. At the rising of the sun and at its going down, we remember them. At the blowing of the wind and in the chill of winter, we remember them. At the opening of the buds and in the rebirth of spring, we remember them. At the blueness of the skies and in the warmth of summer, we remember them. At the rustling of the leaves and in the beauty of the autumn, we remember them. And at the beginning of the year and when it ends, we remember them. As long as we live, they too will live, for they are now a part of us, as we remember them.
As we remember them in Canada.
Wie wir uns in der Schweiz an ihn erinnern. မြန်မာမှာကျမတို့တတိယနေဆဲပါ
As we remember them in the United States.
Zoals we ze in Nederland gedenken.
As we remember them in Australia.
Quivneam Wadid in Erin.
As we remember them in England.
យើងនៅតែចងចាំអ្នកនៅកម្ពុជា
Comme nous nous souvenons d'eux.
As we remember them in England.
Tunakumbuka mtoto Kenya.
As we remember them in the US.
As we remember them in Scotland.
Так мы помним о них в России.
Is Queen Lined in Erin.
As we remember them in the UK.
Okay.
As we remember them in Australia.
As we remember them in Canada.
ಭಾರತದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಅವರನ್ನು ನೆನೆಯುತ್ತಾ.
As we remember them in the UK.
As we remember them in South Africa.
Please join us again next month for the February Saying Goodbye online service. And don't forget, we've lots of services starting in March, so check out the website to find one near you. I hope that you can find peace this week in all that you do. Remember, the team are here for you, so please reach out if you need any support. Thank you for joining with us.
Saying goodbye, saying goodbye. There comes a time for letting the sleeping souls lie. But we have a hope, sure as the warm sunrise, and we're gonna keep it alive. Carrying life, giving a gift for a moment in time. One day in the future, it'll all be alright, and there'll be a glorious reunion. Yes, there'll be a glorious reunion, but for now, we're saying goodbye, saying goodbye.